Now, moving on from informal assessments and activities that we just discussed, we'll now move into formal assessment systems. Now, the purpose of assessments in career guidance is first to be able to help you gauge the student's aptitude, the student's interest, the student's personality, values, strengths, and beliefs. Now, how would you assess an aptitude of a student? An aptitude is an innate ability to perform certain sets of tasks better. Personality tests usually ask students how would they behave in a specific environment, in a specific situation. Sometimes these questions are asked multiple times to be able to check for consistency as well. On interest, usually students are given an interest inventory to choose from which are the areas that they like to spend more time with. Now, this includes a thorough observation of the students' behaviors and the type of reactions they would have for certain types of situations. It would also help you understand their interpersonal skills. So, for example, if a student is asked that, are you an introvert or an extrovert? Or that question could be asked in a different way, which is, if you have a party at school, would you like to be the host of the party? Would you like to talk to everybody? Or would you like to prefer to only talk to some of your best friends? So you would see how situations are created, examples are given in the most defined psychometric assessment tools. Now again, we aren't prescribing any specific psychometric tool. I would request you to check with your school authorities and the board for a prescribed tool there. But I'm just giving you a couple of examples of what these tools could hope to achieve. Now, once you get the information on students' aptitudes, values, personalities, interests, and skills, you should be able to identify where the student currently is. Meaning, if they have a certain career aspiration and they are here, what helps them bridge that gap? What are the things that a student needs to work on so that they can improve themselves so as to pursue the career of their dreams? It helps you create a definitive action plan for a student in terms of what chapters to work on, what subjects are the ones where they need to work harder at, what are the subjects that are required to pursue a certain course or a career, and of course, how is that progress maintained? Now, most seasoned career guides will be able to help students without a psychometric assessment as well. However, with a psychometric tool which has been prescribed, which is based on good research, which is based on the correct sample size, and addresses the areas that you want to find out about the student, that helps you with consistency of your observations. Now, for example, certain experienced career guides would be able to get out the same kind of results. But even if you have 10 or 20 students to counsel in one particular day, we have noticed that the energy levels you would bring on session 1 and session 10 might not be the same. The objectivity that you bring amongst all the sessions might not be consistent. And thereby, the kind of questions that you would ask might not always be exactly the same as well. So to be able to remove those aspects of subjectivity, we like to encourage career guides to use authorized psychometric tools that are based on good research and have been designed for this audience group, especially for students between 13 to 17 years old. So in these cases, you would notice that the psychometric assessment allows you to observe and analyze students at scale in a far more efficient and less time-consuming manner. And of course, finally, all the theories that you had gone through in chapter 1 and chapter 2, you would notice how many of those theories were something that we consider as common sense today. We would be able to bridge those theories into our practice and our application because we now understand how those elements are assessed with students. Now let's look at the next few modules to understand this a little better.